Hello everyone, I am Jyoti Khandelwal and I am going to share some useful, important or say key points while solving comprehension or any unseen passage. Okay, now usually you might have heard of reading section in school that covers the comprehension or unseen passage. Now, as you grow up, you leave your school and you go to college and you sit for competitive examination. These are equally important. What happens is children move from their focus from English to the other subjects, okay? So they are diverted or say more attracted towards physics or maths or bio, fine. Now, but when you sit for competitive examination, you will find that there are text, unseen passages, comprehension, and usually students fail to do so well, or say as compared to the other parts, they are unable to solve the comprehension section, and thus they conclude that their English is quite weak or they need to go to some other coaching class specially for that. Now what you need to do here is you must be in touch with comprehension. One is practicing comprehension that you might be doing from several newspapers. Others is reading some or the other text. Now sitting in the examination hall, when you get the question paper, first of all take a deep breath. Now give a quick reading of the passage to get the gist of the passage. Gist means meaning of the passage. It can be about any incident, recent surveys, stories, real life experiences, bio sketch, any topic, but it will be a meaningful one. The entire passage will point to a particular topic, a particular idea or a particular theme. It cannot have mixed topics. Now then you have to go through the ask question answers. When you are giving a second reading, keep underlining the confirmed answers that you know. Difficult part here is vocabulary part, synonyms, antonyms. Now when you are finding difficulty there, what you need to do is pick up the phrases and try to replace the difficult words with the meanings. Keep check whether this will be correct, or the second option if I replace that will be correct, or the third option, so you can check and understand. Let us take a comprehension for example. This is the one that I have selected from the internet, and I will try to give more stress on the vocabulary part. So here you can see this is a passage which has 5 paragraphs, okay, followed by questions. One is on the basis of reading the above passage, answer the following questions, and the second is the vocabulary one, where you have to find the meaning of the following words. Now this comes out to be difficult for students. Questions they attempt, they relate to the answers they find and write, but difficult part that becomes more important that I am going to take here. Now the very first one is abandonment in paragraph 1. So I go to paragraph 1 and I read it. When I was at college, I used to spend my summer vacations in Dehra at my grandmother's place. I would leave the plains early in May and return late in July. Deoli was a small station about 30 miles from Dehra. It marked the beginning of the heavy jungles of the Indian terrain. Okay. Now the question given to us is abandonment. Abandon means to leave, so I go to paragraph 1. Here I do not find many difficult words, okay. Abandon is to leave, so I go to line 3 where I can find leave. Let us just mark there leave. Look for some other words there which might be difficult. I do not find any related words, so I mark leave there and consider it to be my answer and will revise later on. Moving on to the second word, which is unremembered in paragraph 3. You know remember, and you know the opposite of remember as well. Remember, remembrance, remembering, these are the words. Unremembered becomes the antonym, the opposite. So let's just go to paragraph 3. Why it stopped at Deoli, I don't know. Nothing ever happened there. Nobody got off the train and nobody got in. There were never coolies on the platform, and the train would halt there a full 10 minutes, and then a bell would sound. The guard would blow his whistle, and presently Deoli would be left behind and forgotten. So we can quickly relate the meaning of remembered is forgotten. That's an easy one. Moving to the third word, which is it is a phrase actually, a room provided for the use of people who are waiting. Okay, this is a passage which is related to the railway station. So what is the place called at the railway station which is used by people for waiting? I go to paragraph number 2. The train would reach Delhi at about 5 in the morning, when the station would be dimly lit with electric bulbs and oil lamps, and the jungle across the railway tracks would just be visible in the faint light of dawn. Delhi had only one platform and the office of the station master and a waiting room. The platform boasted of a tea stall, a fruit vendor, a few stray dogs, not much else, because the train stopped there for only 10 minutes before rushing on into the forest. So the answer would be a waiting room. A waiting room is a place at the railway station which is provided for the use of people who are waiting. Moving to the last one, which is attractively elegant way, in paragraph 5. I read the paragraph. I was 18, visiting my grandmother, and the night train stopped at Delhi. A girl came down the platform selling baskets. It was a cold morning, and the girl had a shawl thrown across her shoulders. Her feet were bare and her clothes were old, but she was a young girl walking gracefully with dignity. Two difficult words for the students could be gracefully and dignity. My question asked here is attractively elegant way. In which way? Attractively elegant way. So I go with gracefully, the way she walked there. Okay, he or she walked there. So the answer here is gracefully. So this is one comprehension that I have attempted. I will take few more to practice more of vocabulary part. Follow these tips, trust me, keep practicing, keep revising, and you will be able to do much better. Whatever you were doing earlier, when you follow these tips, you will be able to do the comprehension part more easily.